Welcome back. We are going to hit page 7 in our Standard of Excellence book today. And in this one, you can see in the little box in the top, it's talking about a half note and a half rest. So a half note kind of looks like a whole note, but it's got a stem on it. It's either going up on the right side or down on the left side. And a half rest looks a lot like a whole rest. It's a little box, but if you notice, the whole rest hangs down from the staff line, whereas the half rest sits on top of it. And the way I like to think about that is the whole rest is heavy because it has 4 whole beats in it, so it's hanging lower, whereas the half rest is light. It only has 2 beats, so it sits on top of the line. It's a good way to remember it, at least for me. And then the other thing that we learn on this page is what a breath mark is. And the breath mark is just a place to tell you to take a breath. It looks like an apostrophe there. So remember, when we hit the half notes, we're only going to count those for 2 beats before we move on. Same thing with the half rests. First one, number 8 here, is just whole notes, but it does have some breath marks. Now, the trick with breath marks is you don't want to lose your time when you take a breath. So you're going to have to stop playing your whole note a little shorter. Quick take a breath, big deep breath, and then play the next note. So here we go. Number 8, a breath of fresh air. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, see if you can do it without losing any time. And if you need to do it a little slower to get used to that, go ahead and do that. But really make sure you're keeping as steady a beat as you can, even when you're taking a breath. All right, number 9, side by side. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. All right. And one more to practice breath marks, 2 by 2, number 10. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. All right, so yeah, if you need to practice those, do them slower. Make sure you're getting the breaths in just where it's saying the breath mark is, and try to keep as steady a beat as you can. Okay, number 11, we're moving on to the half notes that we talked about earlier. So those will be 2 beats each, and the half rests will be 2 beats as well. So let's give it a shot. Again, if you want to write in, it gives you that note. If you want to write in the counting, that's great. If that helps you, always do that. Just write in pencil, so if you want to take it out later, you can. Number 11, 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. All right, so same thing if you need to take it a little slower. Make sure that you get it as perfect and as steady as you can. And then as you get it up to about that tempo, play along with the recordings. Play or with me on the recording. Here we go, number 12. Some more half note practice, and this one throws in some whole notes as well. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. All right, so let's move on to number 13. This one's a duet, and that's where 2 players play together, and there's some harmonies. We'll play different notes that will complement each other. And so I'd like it if you play along with me. I'm going to play part A, you play part B, and then we'll switch. So let's give it a shot here. I'm on part A, follow along, try to keep the same pulse with me, see if you can stay together with me, and we'll play a duet together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, rest. Rest, rest, done. All right, hopefully that went pretty well. Give it a few shots. See if you can get it where you stay as together with me as possible. And really listen, clarinet's flexible, and depending on how tight or loose I am with my embouchure, I can get a little bit of a different pitch. So see if you can make it match and sound as close and in tune as possible with me. Okay, now I'm going to play letter B. You play letter A. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest. All right. So one fun thing would be if you play along with that and it goes really well, record yourself doing it and post a link in the comments below. I would love to see how some of those duets turn out. That would be really fun. All right, we have one more on the page. Number 14, Go for Excellence. Here we go. Let's play it through. 1, 2, ready, play. Ref, ref. Ref, ref. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, yeah, that one has a little trickier counting, so if you need to write it in, this would be a really good one to write in your counting. But congratulations, that brings us to the bottom of page 7. So we are 4 pages into our Standard of Excellence book here, and in the next video, we're going to turn the page and see what's on page 8. Thanks, we'll see you then.